Gabriella Michelle Henderson is a British singer-songwriter. She was a finalist on the 9th series of The X Factor in 2012 and finished in 6th place, despite being a strong favourite to win. She was subsequently signed to Syco Music. Her debut single, Ghost, co-written with Ryan Tedder, was released on June 8, 2014 and went straight to #1 in the UK. It will be followed in the autumn by her debut album Chapter 1. Early life. Ella Henderson was born and raised in Tidney, near Grimsby, to parents Sean and Michelle. She has two brothers called Patrick and Fraser and a sister called Holly. She developed a keen interest in fashion in her youth, notably vintage fashion, which she retains. Henderson began singing at the age of 3 and taught herself to play the piano a few years later. She began to put on shows for her family at Christmas and developed a special bond with her grandfather Bill, who encouraged her to pursue her love of music and songwriting. Her interest developed further at primary school, St Martina unregistered trademark S preparatory school in Grimsby, and she subsequently decided to audition for a scholarship place at Tring Park School for the Performing Arts in Hertfordshire. She succeeded in gaining a scholarship and boarded at the school from the age of 11 to 16. She attended the school at the same time as Dan Ferrari Lane of boy band District 3, who was on The X Factor with Henderson in 2012. In early 2012, Henderson made a singing appearance on a Celebrity Christmas special of Channel 4's Come Dine With Me, where she performed All I Want for Christmas Is You. She was a guest of Bianca Gascoigne, who is a family friend and also auditioned for The X Factor in 2012. The episode was filmed before Henderson's X Factor appearance. Career, 2012, The X Factor. In 2012, Henderson auditioned for Series 9 of The X Factor. She reached the live shows and was mentored by Tulisa Conte-Stavlos. Henderson and James Arthur were in the bottom 2 in Week 7 and sang for survival, after which the judges were split on who should go. The decision went to deadlock, and the public votes cast. Arthur got through after gaining 13.7% of the vote to Henderson's 12.1%. Presenter Dermot O'Leary described Henderson's exit as one of the biggest shocks we've ever had on the results show. During the show and following her exit, a number of celebrities came out in support and praise of Henderson, including Adele, Chloe Grace Moretz, Simon Cowell, Sarah Millican, Kitty Brucknell, Stephen Ferry, Lily Allen, Nick Grimshaw and Cher. In 2013, on The X Factor, O'Leary named Henderson as the most talented performer in his 7 years on the show, in his view. 2013 A Euro Present, Chapter 1. On December 15, 2012, Henderson made an appearance on Ireland's RTA Permail The Saturday Night Show, singing Silent Night. Whilst being interviewed on the show, she revealed that she had signed a record deal with Sony Music Entertainment. On December 24, 2012, she performed on the Marlene Class's Heart FM show, singing Last Christmas, and Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. On January 22, 2013, Henderson confirmed she had signed to Simon Cowell's record label Syco Music. During January and February 2013, Henderson took part in the X Factor Live Tour, where she sang 4 songs, her X Factor audition song Missed, Relieve, Rule the World, and You Got the Love. On January 23, 2013, she performed Believe at the 18th National Television Awards. On June 9, 2013, she appeared as a special guest at the Capitol Summertime Ball and performed a duet of Beneath You're Beautiful with Labyrinth. During 2013, Henderson released a number of live promotional songs to YouTube, including a mashup of Drake's Hold On, We're Going Home, and John Newman's Love Me Again, as well as 4 originals, Evaporate, Waiting, 5 Tattoos, and The First Time. In March 2014, Henderson announced her dark copyright but album name as Chapter 1. The album was written by Henderson, working in collaboration with a number of writers and producers including Claude Kelly, Egg White, Salam Remy, Richard Biff Stannard, Babyface and TMS. It has also been reported that Henderson met with Sander Copyright to work on some music together. In March 2014, Henderson announced that her debut single would be Ghost, co-written with Ryan Tedder. The video for the single was shot in New Orleans and premiered on April 23, 2014. Ghost was released on June 8, 2014. Chapter 1 is due for release in autumn 2014. Henderson performed Ghost on the first semi-final of Britain's Got Talent on May 26, 2014. Discography, albums, singles, personal life. Henderson is currently dating 18-year-old engineer Matt Harvey. References, notes. Henderson confirmed that writing the song Mist was inspired by her grandfather Bill and that it reminds her of him. The lyric Goodbye is particularly poignant for her. B. Henderson's second audition, Midnight Train to Georgia, was not aired on TV. C did not appear in the official Belgian Ultra Top 50 charts, but rather in the bubbling under Ultra Teep charts. Added 50 position to actual Ultra Teep position. Sources. External links, official website, Ella Henderson at the Internet Movie Database, Ella Henderson on Twitter.